Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Nocturnal Nightly. I know. I didn't even pay him to do that. I am Mike Drew. You may recognize me from previous programs here at WSU TV, such as Whip City Weekly and The Parliament. This semester, we've got an exciting new cast to show off to you, and as such, we felt the show needed some new tweaks. Starting with our name, which can no longer be considered political. We also have some fresh new segments that we're very excited to debut tonight, and we think you'll enjoy them. Tonight, we're pleased to welcome newcomers Kevin Smith, Nicole Spiller, and Erica Belazarian to the airwaves. I couldn't be more excited for them to be here. They're going to knock it out of the park, every one of them. I won't lie to you, though, it's been an odd lead up to our first show here, at least for me. As you well know, so many talented seniors left here last May, and we're left to pick up the pieces. So before we get this show on the road, I want to thank last year's seniors one last time for helping me get in the position I'm in today. Trust me, you guys have left a lasting legacy here in this studio, and it's still a little weird to be in here without you. But it's a new year and a new era at this station, and the show must go on. I've never been more confident in the e-board members, who you just saw in that fresh new intro, with whom I worked to put this show together. Guys, thank you. There'll be more from them later. And, of course, it wouldn't be a WSU TV production without an old favorite, Whip City Sports. Yeah, don't worry, Swenson and Odell are back. I also want to make sure I take time to thank you, the viewer. Over the last 2 years, we have had an incredible response to some of the wacky things we've done here in this studio, and we hear all of you. Whether you watch us on your phone or on the way to class, on your computer, in between classes, or more likely to put you to sleep at night, we appreciate all of you. Now, as I mentioned, this show is designed to feel very similar to the show we did last year, but with a few new tweaks. One of those tweaks is coming up right now. Here's Kevin Smith with the first ever rendition of The Movie Dealer.
Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Kevin Smith, and this is a new segment in our program we like to call The Movie Dealer. On this part of our program, I will be dealing you movie news and movie reviews. I will also be doing special episodes talking about like my top 5 lists, like movies that were like good, like top 5 most anticipated, top best of the year, top worst, stuff like that. Now, I am new to this show, so I'm going to introduce myself a bit. I am 6'2", I'm afraid of the dark, and I have a weakness for sweets. Now, for my first episode, I'm going to do a movie review on the new movie that just came out that I saw this weekend called The Martian, which is directed by Ridley Scott, who is responsible for movies like The Gladiator. And the cast also includes Matt Damon, Jessica Chastain, wow, what is that name? Chiwetel Ejiofor, I'm sorry, that name is so weird. Jeff Daniels, Kristen Wiig, Michael Pena, Kate Mara, and Sebastian Stan. So yeah, it's a big cast. Now the plot is, a group of astronauts go down to Mars, they do some experiments and stuff like that, and then a huge storm comes and a big debris hits one of the crew, Matt Damon. Now the crew believes that Matt Damon's dead, so they leave him behind. But unfortunately, Matt Damon, big surprise, is still alive. So he has to find a way to survive on Mars for 4 years. Now, what did I think about The Martian? Well, holy crap, this movie was amazing. Oh my God, I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I was on an emotional roller coaster. I was on the edge of my seat. I was crying, I was laughing, and oh my God, the humor is ridiculous. Oh my God, every joke, so funny. It was perfect the way they did it. And yes, I have to say, I cried a little bit, but it's Matt Damon, come on, come on. Now the pacing is awesome. It is a 2-hour and 20-minute movie. Didn't even feel it. Oh my God. Didn't even check my phone once for the time. I truly loved this film. However, every film has a problem. But the thing is, this movie didn't really have that many, which is a great thing. I came out of this movie, I actually had to think what the problems were. Like, the first problem I had was, this isn't really a spoiler. By the way, there are no spoilers when it comes to movie reviews. Sorry if I didn't say that before. But Matt Damon's character is on Mars for a long time, and doesn't really show that he's going a little nuts. He's kind of staying the entire movie, which is fine, but I kind of wanted to see Matt Damon go a little crazy. So if I had to rate The Martian, see, when I rate a movie, I go like this. It's either crap, which is like Grown Ups 2, bad, good, great, which is like movies like American Sniper, Imitation Games, and all that stuff like that. And then there are legendary films. These are the films that are like people are going to be talking about for years, like Star Wars, Godfather, Goodfellas, stuff like that. And I really haven't given a legendary review to a movie since, I would say Django Unchained, which is directed by Quentin Tarantino, which was, oh, just, damn, man, come on, seriously? So, if I had to rate The Martian, I would give it a legendary review. Well, that's it for today. Now, the last thing. If you love movies, and if you like to talk about movies, if you see me walking around, just tap me on the shoulder, even if I'm listening to music or whatever, some crap. I would love if anyone would come on the show. I love talking movies, and I would love to talk about movies with someone on this show, especially movie news. Oh my God, please. Oh, I love talking news. So please, if you see me, I am very approachable. I always have a smile on my face. I will not, well, I probably will act weird, but you know what? Sometimes you just meet some weirdos. Well, that's all I have today, guys. I'll see you next week.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole Spiller. This semester, I am working with MassPIRG as the media coordinator on our Save Antibiotics campaign. I wanted to take a minute and tell you what this campaign is all about and how you can help us make a difference. MassPIRG stands for the Mass Public Interest Research Group, and we are a statewide, student-directed, and student-funded advocacy group in Massachusetts. We have been working for 40 years, standing up to powerful special interests and winning concrete victories on campaigns to fight climate change, make college more affordable, and protect public health. This semester, our lead campaign is to stop the overuse of antibiotics on factory farms. How many of you out there have taken antibiotics before? I'd bet pretty much everyone. Antibiotics are critical to our health. We use them to cure strep throat, ear infections, and even more life-threatening illnesses like pneumonia. But right now, the overuse of antibiotics is creating superbugs, which increases the risk that our medicine won't work the next time you or I get sick. There's a lot contributing to antibiotic resistance, but one major problem is that 70% of antibiotics sold in the U.S. are given to livestock that aren't even sick. Factory farms are prioritizing profits over our health. So that's why we need to get the restaurants that buy from factory farms to call for a change. Last spring, MassPIRG helped convince McDonald's to stop selling chicken raised with antibiotics. As you can imagine, that's a huge deal. Now we're calling on Subway, the world's largest fast food chain, to do the same with all of their meat. Subway's all about eating fresh, and we need them to live up to that motto. But they won't make that change without hearing from us, so that's where all of you come in. We need your help in a few specific ways. First, taking photo petitions that we will tweet and Facebook at Subway. You could tweet a message at Subway right now asking them to switch to antibiotic-free meat and use our hashtag #SubsNotDrugs. Secondly, you can sign your name on our giant sub prop to show your support of antibiotic-free meat. We plan to deliver this sub to the Subway in downtown Westfield to show just how many students really care about this issue. Look for us around campus for the next week and a half and come sign the sub and take a picture for the photo petition. These are really quick and simple actions that together will help support public health and save our antibiotics. Thank you so much.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Whip City Sports. I'm Erica Lee here alongside Anthony Swenson and Nick Odell. Guys, there are so many wonderful things about fall, right? I mean, there's baseball, postseason baseball, there's pumpkin spice lattes, the weather is getting cool. What is your favorite thing about October?
See, with me, one is my baby sister's birthday, so I love it. And also, the leaves are changing. Nick's favorite baseball team is changing. What else? I can't even think about it. Oh, no, I'm still talking. The leaves are still changing. Like I said, you got the Cubbies hat on, and I thought you were a Sox fan. But yeah,
hey, I am still a Sox fan.
That's pretty much it. That the leaves are changing, my sister's birthday, and that there's playoff baseball, and Nick has a new favorite team.
I do not have a new favorite team.
Okay, what was your favorite part about October?
All right, my favorite part about October, just postseason baseball, football is in full swing, and just the whole sight of autumn.
All right, well, we're going to stick to baseball this week. Wild card games are over. The Yankees and the Pirates are out. Now, this wild card game is a one-game playoff, but there's been a lot of discussion about whether it should be best 2 out of 3. What do you guys think about that?
My big opinion on this game, there's 2 things actually. That one, that this game is a play-in game. I really don't call it a wild card game, it's a play-in game.
You don't really call it a wild card game.
Can I finish? Can I finish the sentence?
Hey, no, you don't let me finish either. So you know what?
This is like pardon the interruption in
Oh,
here.
it is. He's on another level today for some reason. Maybe that Cubs hat and the Yankees, the Cubs not winning a World Series for 106 years is getting your bug going. But what I'm saying is that it's a play-in game. If you want that series, win more games. Another thing is, why are you celebrating after a wild card win? It is one game. It is a play-in game. Why would you be doing that? I don't understand. They celebrated getting into a wild card game. I am fine with that. But besides that, celebrate when you win the series.
All right, Nick, 1-game wild card or 2 out of 3?
I would say best 2 of 3, and the reason why for that is because both the Pirates and the Cubs entered in with at least 95 wins. Pirates in 98, Cubs in 97. Both teams should have deserved to either team should have won the division, but of course the Cardinals won it at 100 games. So over 95 wins, they should make the playoffs, they made the playoffs, but they played a full 162 games to just play one game, and the Cubs were on the road. And all the talk going in the game is that Pittsburgh's a hostile environment, and it is, but the Cubs won that game, so yeah, I'm happy about that.
All right, so we think it's better than putting up one great pitcher against one other great pitcher and all of your A-team guys for 2 out of 3 for you and 1 out of 1 for you. Let's move on, though. Division series starts on Thursdays. We've got the Rangers and the Jays and the Astros and the Royals in the ALDS. Let's get some predictions for those 2 series.
For the Astros and the Royals, I'm going to start out with that. I think the Astros will beat the Royals. It's going to be a tight series. I think it's going to go the full 5. But the Astros, they are a pretty good story this year. I really like them.
I'm going to take the Astros as well. There's 2 young teams going there tonight. Royals do have playoff experience. They made it to the World Series last year. But I got to give it to the Astros. They just had an unbelievable year. Who thought I would be saying right now the Astros would be winning a playoff game?
Crazy.
Playoff game.
Rangers, Jays.
This one's also a tough one because both good stories. However, the Rangers crept up at the end of the season, but I would have to pick the Toronto Blue Jays actually over the Rangers. Blue Jays, their offense is scary good still, and their pitching has improved with the addition of David Price. So I'm picking the Jays.
I gotta agree. I'm surprised I'm saying this. I'm agreeing with
You're agreeing.
I'm agreeing with Nick Odell because I like the Blue Jays a lot. For the reason that they have great bats. I think the 2 acquisitions of Tulowitzki and Price was amazing for this year. You can't do nothing better than that during the trade deadline. I think that's probably the best trade deadline I've seen in the past 5 years.
All right. And Friday we've got Cubs and Cardinals and the Mets and the Dodgers. So Nick's got the slow clap going.
Yes, I'm gonna start with I'm actually start with the Mets Dodgers pick real quick. The Mets and Dodgers, 2 very good teams. Mets are another great story this year. I seriously will have to go with the Mets. Their pitching looks really good, scary good, with the top 3 tandem of Harvey, Syndergaard, and DeGrom. And so I'm picking the Mets, and I compliment that was decent offense too.
See, now I know we're going to disagree, finally. I'm going to take the Dodgers. I'm going to take the Dodgers in 4. The reason why I love the pitching on this team, Kershaw and Greinke, that's all I got to say. They're going to win this series in 4. It's going to be an easy series. Sorry, those Met fans who've been waiting for a World Series since the Subway Series. They lost that series, but it's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah, so Cubs Cardinals. I would have to go with the Cubs here because, you know, as you can see with my that was what I'm wearing today.
As we all know, Nick is all about the Cubs this year.
The reason why I'm picking the Cubs over the Cardinals in this matchup is because, well, yeah, the Cubs are even a better story than the two teams I mentioned. Previously, but the Cardinals are actually battling injuries too. They lost Yadier Molina, lost Carlos Martinez, two very key guys, and they've just been battling injuries like all season. At some point, the injuries are going to catch up to them. So Cubs over Cardinals.
I don't know how he gets these opinions. He was on the Royals last year. Remember the last time you were on a team and they had a great playoff run? What happened?
They lost in the World Series.
When was the last? What? No, listen. When was the last time the Cubs won a World Series?
1908.
1908. How many years ago was that?
107 years.
107 years.
But the time is now.
The time is now.
The time is now.
For those Cubbies fans, my teams can't.
Really? Hey! Where'd you get that glove?
Oh, it was right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you were planning this all along. You were planning this all along.
My teams can't get that Billy Goat curse, so that is going there. Yes, I'm gonna take the Cards in this series. Veteranship is huge on that team. I just think they're just gonna. I think they're gonna sweep this series. 3 games, done.
Oh, really?
Bye, Cubs.
All right, guys. Well, let's move on. We're gonna wrap up the Red Sox season very, very quickly here. John Farrell and Torey Lovullo are coming back next season, and Arnie Baylor is out. But our major problems here, pitching. Wade Miley had the best ERA of this club. It was 4.46 for the starters. He had the most wins out of all the starters with 11, and that is obviously an issue. So what do you guys think that they need to do this offseason with the pitching?
Well, pitching-wise, I think they have to go out and get some some decent quality pitching because this year they tried to go with the 5-man ace rotation, but no pitcher stepped up in the ace role this year. We tried it with Buchholz, but he got hurt, and so really I think what they need to do is just get better pitchers in the offseason. David Price, he's a free agent in the offseason. And I'm a firm believer that they should try to pursue Price and get him from the Blue Jays. Plus, David Dombrowski was the Tigers GM when David Price was playing. So they've known each other. So I'm just saying, David Price, go after him in the offseason.
Anthony, what do you think they should do with the bullpen?
I want to go with the starting pitching first. I don't mean to cut you off. I actually do like their bullpen.
Just trying to keep us on track here, you know?
It's tough to
They give me these time limits.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Drew can live with it. But I think their bullpen is fine. I think they just need to get their starting pitching better. I think Cueto is a great option, who's with the Royals right now. But just to let you know, Price is not a free agent next year. It would be a tradable piece. That's why.
Well, thank you for correcting me, but I still think they just go after Price.
Yes, but at the same time, if you can go after Price for the $200 million contract that he has, or go after Cueto, who will be a little bit lesser, and you can get another key pitching pieces. I do like Miley. I do like Rodriguez in this pitching rotation, but we just need a first ace for an ace. I think Cueto is that guy.
Cueto, okay.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have this week. So, for Nick Odell and Anthony Swenson, I'm Erica Lee. Thanks for watching Whip City Sports.
Okay, we are back to wrap up this little shindig now. We hope you enjoyed our first episode of Nocturnal Nightly. Not going to tell you when we came up with that name, but it's just important that we did. So before we leave, I just want to acknowledge the people who help us put this show together. We mentioned the e-board earlier in the show. We're going to show you who they are because we're very interpersonal like that. So right on down the line, we have Pete Courier, our vice president, Rebecca Rickson, our secretary, Anthony Swenson, our yeller and treasurer. Then we have Nick Odell, who's actually not e-board, but it's okay because whatever. Then Mike O'Donnell and Rick Scalia, who are our junior reps. Guys, thank you. You know I appreciate everything you guys do. These guys are the true force behind putting this show together, and we just want to acknowledge them because I felt like I'd be nice today. that's really all we had to do here. So we're done. Guys, thank you. All right, thank you for watching as well. You can follow us, by the way, on Twitter and on Facebook at WSU TV Clubs, correct? Am I good? I got it. At WSU TV Clubs on Twitter, and we have a Facebook page that is in progress. Okay, that's what they in progress. Okay, all right. So guys, thank you. Everyone out there, thank you. We hope you enjoyed the first episode of Nocturnal Nightly. We'll see you again soon. Bye.